Join us as we return from Mt Gambier via the Grampians and revisit some of their most iconic sites. Following on from our visit to Mt Gambier, we started our journey towards Melbourne, stopping by Wannon Falls and staying overnight in Halls Gap. While there, my cousin Craig took a chance to climb the Pinnacle, while I visited the Boroka Lookout and the Balconies. The next morning, we visited Boroka Lookout and Mackenzie Falls before returning to Melbourne. Also, YouTube says less than 5% of you are subscribed, so help a mate out and smash that like and subscribe button.
Okay, we're all leaving now, heading off to Halls Gap.
In the morning, we checked out of our rental and started our journey. On the way, we stopped by the Victoria border for another round of touristy photos.
Okay, hi! Welcome back to Victoria!
Our next stop was at Wannon Falls, a spectacular curtain waterfall where the Wannon River plunges dramatically over basalt cliffs into a deep rocky gorge. It's a place for both natural beauty and cultural significance, offering visitors a glimpse of the region's volcanic past while standing in the heart of Australia's wool-growing territory. Wannon Falls tumbles over the edge in a broad, curtain-like cascade, especially after heavy rain. The dramatic basalt cliffs, remnants of ancient lava flows, frame the falls, creating a picturesque rugged backdrop. There are also toilets available here, but with limited water and no flushing available, it's not the best, but will do in a pinch. Nestled in the heart of the Grampians National Park, Halls Gap is a small but lively village that is the beating heart of the Grampians. Charles Browning Hall established a cattle run here in 1841 and later founded Halls Gap in the valley that now bears his name. It is the main town where you can shop for groceries or rent accommodations for the night. If you love up-close animal encounters, Halls Gap has plenty, with the sheer amount of wildlife that strolls through the town like it's no big deal. It's not unusual to see kangaroos hopping around at dawn or dusk, or a cheeky cockatoo trying to steal your sandwich.
Don't be a bully. You're asking for trouble.
The mohawk.
I took my son and aunt to 𝗓𝗡𝗓𝗏 Lookout. Perched high above the valleys, this scenic spot offers panoramic views of the Victoria Range, 𝗓𝗢𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏, and the endless peaks. It is easily accessible for people with limited mobility. On the other end, across the car park, you'll find the trail to the Balconies, which is a short 15-minute walk, about 1 kilometer each way. If there's one place that makes you feel like you're standing on the edge of the world, it's the Balconies. This dramatic overhanging rock formation juts out over the valley, offering one of the most breathtaking panoramic views in the region. The Balconies were once known as the Jaws of Death, due to their distinct rock formation that resembles a gaping mouth, jutting out over a dramatic drop. It is over 400 million years old, shaped by wind, rain, and geological uplift, and they jut out over the valley below, creating the perfect frame for a stunning photo. Craig had wanted to take his parents to hike up to the Pinnacle, so I had dropped them at the Wonderland car park earlier and would pick them up at the Sundial car park on their return. This way, they got to experience both routes to the Pinnacle. There are two routes to the Pinnacle. The Wonderland route is longer but more scenic, while the Sundial route is shorter but less scenic. We had both visited it in 2022, and I'll put a link in my earlier guide in the video description. The view at the top is spectacular, and I highly recommend the hike.
Thanks for waiting, Daniel.
Yeah,
But standing at the side there, my legs shiver, no.
the height, right?
Not.
After this, we drove to check in at Tim's place, where we will be spending the night. We had stayed here before and loved it for its quiet and rustic cabin. Check-in is via a key lockbox, and the cabin has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. There's an outdoor balcony cum seating area with a view over the neighbouring oval where we saw kangaroos. This is a perfect place to spend the night. For dinner, we visited the Spirit of Punjab, which is famous for its Indian cuisine as well as its many statues and sculptures outside the restaurant. The curries are delicious and paired well with the naan bread. The next morning, we checked out and took a drive to Boroka Lookout. Unlike other lookouts that require a hike, Boroka Lookout is just a short walk from the car park. Easily accessible, stunningly scenic, and offering a postcard-perfect panoramic view. This spot is a must visit when exploring the region. From the lookout, you get an uninterrupted view over Hall's Gap and the endless mountain ranges. The lookout is one of the most photographed spots in the Grampians, but that's not always been a good thing.
Yeah, those are the ones that people like to sit there, and then they actually, when they get up, they fall. Some of them have tripped, you see.
It has become infamous for the number of people who have died or been seriously injured trying to take selfies beyond the safety barriers. At least 3 people have died in recent years after slipping off the cliffs while posing for photos. Despite warning signs and barriers, the pool of social media fame keeps tempting visitors to take dangerous risks. After Boroka, we took a drive to Mackenzie Falls, one of the largest and most breathtaking waterfalls in Victoria. The falls are named after Captain James Mackenzie, a local pastoralist who settled in the area in the mid-19th century. The walk from the car park takes about 15 minutes, and there is a middle tier lookout as well as a lookout at the base of the falls. The walk down is steep but easy. It's the walk back up that's exhausting.
all the flies going around. This is what they call the Aussie wave. Get rid of all the flies around you.
The constant flow of water makes it a year-round attraction, unlike many seasonal falls that dry up in summer. As we arrive at the base of the falls, we stand in awe of the scene. It's beautiful. It's brutal. This is nature flexing. A 30-meter drop of thunderous white water crashing over ancient basalt cliffs into a dark, glistening pool below. Despite the inviting waters, swimming at Mackenzie Falls is strictly prohibited, and for a very good reason. The pool at the base of the falls has powerful undercurrents, making it extremely dangerous even for strong swimmers. Several people have drowned here over the years, underestimating the force of the water that traps swimmers under an overhang at the base of the falls. This is a place to stand still and just watch the water do what it's been doing for 1,000 years, falling, carving and roaring away. Before starting on our drive back to Melbourne, we stopped back at Halls Gap for a quick lunch. It was a simple lunch of hot dogs, but set against the beautiful park and nearby creek. After lunch, it was off for the 4-hour drive back to Melbourne, passing by Ballarat. We didn't stop in Ballarat as we had to rush back to return our rental car, but I do have a guide for this which I'll place in the video description below. On arrival, we had dinner at Lulu's Char Kway Teow, which is a champion in Malaysian Penang street food. That's it for our guide. I hope you found it useful, and if yes, please do hit that like and subscribe button. I've also started a new channel called Dan's Dining, which chronicles more of my food reviews. Do check it out.